Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Rashmi and I am going to show you how to make a rose today. So this is one that I made earlier and today I'm going to be using a pink yarn to make one like that. So to start off, we are going to do a slip knot. For a slip knot, you're going to wrap the yarn around your fingers, one finger like this. Pull the one at the back forward. And second time around when we do this, pull the one at the back forward, but go over your finger like this. And pull your fingers to make the loop like that. Okay, that's your slip knot. I'm going to put my crochet in it and tighten the loop around my crochet. Now, when we're making a rose, it's very simple and any beginners can even do this. Now, we are working in multiples of 10, so you can make a tiny rose if you choose to. So you start off with chain 10 plus 1. If you want a little bit bigger than that, you do chain 20 plus 1. So we are working in multiples of 10. This one here is 51 altogether. So I will be demonstrating this particular size to you today. So go ahead and chain 51, please. So when you do this, to chain, you're going to take a crochet, yarn over and pull through the loop. That makes one chain like this. We're going to do this 51 times. So number 2, yarn over, pull through the loop. Yarn over, pull through the loop. 4, 5. Just like this, you're going to do 51. So go ahead and pause the video and do 51 and meet me back here. So here's my chain 50. I'm going to add 1 extra. So that makes it 51. Now, next step for next round, we are going to do single crochet. So we are going to leave our first chain. We're going to go ahead in the second chain and do single crochet there. So for a single crochet, you're simply going to put your crochet in the second chain. This one, I'm going to put this through at the bottom. As you can see, there are 3 little lines. I'm going to put the crochet at the bottom part of it. So I have 2 lines on top of my crochet. Okay, so pull a loop like this. You should have 2 bits of yarn on top of your crochet. Yarn over and pull through both in one go. That makes your one single crochet. Okay, so the first one is done for you and you're going to do chain 2. We're going to skip the next chain and we're going to go into the next one after that. Okay, so we're going to go in this one again, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through both. Same way, we are going to repeat the whole process. So 2 chains, skip the next chain, we're going into this one. So here, put through it, put through this chain, pull up a loop and through this again. Let's do a couple more together. Chain 2, skip the next one. One after that is the one that we want to do a single crochet in. So pull up a loop like this, yarn over and pull through both. Just like this, we're going to do these stitches till the end. So chain 2, leave the next stitch, stitch after that, you're going to put your crochet in, pull up a loop and single crochet. So go ahead, pause the video. I'll meet you at the end once you've gone ahead and done the whole thing. Right, I'm almost to the end. So we are going to do the last part together. So chain 2 and we've got skip 1 chain, do it in the next one. We're going to do a single stitch in the next one. And right at the end, I see I've got 1 stitch left. Okay, in that chain, you're just going to do a single stitch. There we go. And that's what your work should look like right now. For the next round, we're going to turn our work over and we're going to start off with chain 2. Okay. Now, in this round, we are going to be working with doubles. If you're not aware of the terminology, I will be demonstrating in a second exactly what that means. To start off, we're going to do a slip stitch. So put your crochet through this gap and pull up a loop like this. And we are going to, just the first loop that we have, we're going to pull that through the first loop. Okay, just like this. So once we've done this, we're going to chain 1, and we are going to, within the gap, same gap, we are going to do 4 double crochets. So for that, you're going to yarn over your crochet, put this in the gap, and pull up a loop. When you do that, you will have 3 bits of yarn on top of your crochet. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, and then yarn over again and pull through the next 2 loops, just like that. Let's go through this one more time. Let's go through this one more time. Yarn over, go in the gap, pull up a loop. You have 3 bits of yarn on top of your crochet now. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. Yarn over again and pull through the next 2. So just like this, you're going to make 4 double crochets in the same gap. That's number 3, and this is number 4. So once you've done this, you're going to chain 1, and we're going to go back into the same space, and we are going to do a slip stitch, just like that. Okay, and that kind of makes one of your petals. Okay, now from here, we're going to do a slip stitch in the next space here. Okay, and chain 1. We're going to be following this by 4 double crochets. That's 4 right there. We're going to chain 1 and do the slip stitch in the same gap. Pull up a loop and pull through that, and we're going to go in the next one, and next gap we are going to do a slip stitch first, just like that. Chain 1, 4 double crochets, there we go, and chain 1, slip stitch in the same gap, followed by a slip stitch in the next gap. Chain 1, 4 double crochets, and chain 1, slip stitch in the same gap. So that's what your petals look like, and we are going to carry on with the same method all across and go into each of these gaps that we have created and make petals. So you can go ahead and pause the video, and I'll see you at the end of this row. Right guys, I'm almost at the end of this row, so this is all finished. I've finished the petals, so let's do the last petal together. So always start off with chain 1, followed by 4 double crochets, three, and the last one is number 4. Here we go. Once you've done that, you chain 1 and do a slip stitch in the same gap. Okay, once you've done a slip stitch, so to just close off your work, we are going to chain 1 and snip your yarn with a long bit left out, I would say, because we are going to be using that to stitch the flower together. Okay, so just pull this together, and that's what I have got currently. Okay, let's see how we are going to make this into a beautiful flower like this. So for this, you're going to need a darning needle. Okay, we are going to be starting off with the end with the smaller yarn, which is at the beginning. That's what we started off with. Okay, this needs to be done very carefully so we don't leave any gaps out and the flower doesn't have any bits hanging out, basically. So when we're doing this, I always suggest to start off with this end, and you're going to start rolling it along. So you pull this part of the yarn in. Okay, from here you're going to start rolling it. Once you've rolled a couple of petals, just turn it upside down. From here you're going to take a look at this little circular thing forming. Okay, and we are going to match our chain from the bottom around this circle each time, nice and tight. If you don't need to, as long as you are getting this part as it looks right now, you don't have to worry too much about the front currently. We will sort that out in a bit. So you can just move along and turn the flower as you are turning and doing the petals. What I always suggest is when you're doing this, I've got 2 fingers at the bottom of this flower, keeping everything in place, okay? Because if you don't have that in, this will fall through and this will collapse. So we don't really want that, obviously. So keep going around just like this. We want to be able to see all the rings. We do not want them to overlap. Just like this, we want to be able to see all of them. Now, once you come to the end, we are going to be using this end of the yarn to stitch it together. So I'm going to quickly put the needle in this one. So I've got the needle on this end of my loose yarn, and while holding the flower together like this, I am going to stitch it together. So to start off, you're going to start where this particular strand comes out from, which is the end part. We're going to secure that in place by literally picking up every single one of these rings one by one, like this, okay? And you're going to come out from the center. Pull through. Okay, we are going to almost weave in this, so we are going to kind of go backwards on ourselves. So we are again doing the same thing. Pick up every single one of these rings and put the needle through, not leaving much gap. We are going to go to the next one in between these petals. Just do the same thing. So picking every single ring like this, going to the center. Make sure you don't make this too tight because we don't want any gathering. Okay, so coming back on ourselves, the other side. Again, making sure the needle goes through every single ring. Pull it out. Let's go through, stitch this in on the side here. 1 and 2. And the last part, we're going to go from this side all the way in again, like this. Once you've done this, this will form your base of your flower. So this is what it looks like from the back, and that's what it looks like from the front, and your rose is now complete. If you enjoyed watching my video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.